newspaper headlines this morning. We'll be taking a look at this day newspaper. Also have for you Nation newspaper, Vanguard, the explainer as well. Sorry, announcer alert. From this day newspaper, NLC rejects 50% hike in telecoms tariff approved by NCC. The Nigeria Labour Congress NLC has condemned recent approval granted to telecommunications operators in the country by Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) to effect a 50% increase in telecommunication tariffs. Weighing in on the matter, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission (FCCPC) said it was crucial that the approved 50% adjustment in telecommunications tariffs directly translates into demonstrable and tangible service enhancement for consumers. Technical audit on Ajaokuta Steel commences February, says Minister. The Minister of Steel Development, Mr. Shuaibu Abubakar Audu, yesterday assured the nation that the technical audit of the Ajaokuta Steel Company Limited will start in February. The technical audit would pave the way for the rehabilitation, completion and operation of the steel plant and the National Iron Ore Mining Company in Kogi State, Nigeria. Portugal set to import more Nigerian US LNG to end Russian supply. Portugal plans to increase purchases of liquefied natural gas (LNG) from Nigeria and the United States as it aims to end already dwindling supplies from Russia. The country's Environment Minister, Maria de Graça Carvalho, said yesterday. Portugal imported 49,141 gigawatt hours of natural gas in 2024, of which around 96% was LNG. Data from Electricity and Gas Grid Operator REN showed. Terrorism. UK pledges more support to armed forces of Nigeria. The United Kingdom, UK, has expressed its unflinching commitment to offer more support to Nigeria in tackling terrorism and other security challenges bedeviling the country. The UK Minister of State for Defence, Lord Byron Coker, made this pledge when he paid an official visit to the Chief of Defence Staff, CDS, General Christopher Musa, at the Defence Headquarters in Abuja on Wednesday. United Nations seeks $910 million to tackle humanitarian crisis in Nigeria's northeast. The United Nations UN is set to appeal for $910 million to help tackle a humanitarian crisis in Nigeria's northeast, which has been in the grip of an Islamist insurgency since 2009 and was hit by a devastating flooding last year. Citing UN documents yesterday, Reuters reported that 7.8 million people need help in the three northeastern states of Adamawa, Borno and Yobe, adding that the UN aims to help 3.6 million of them. Moving on to the Nation newspaper, CSOs demand accountability from government, military on rising terrorism. Civil society organizations, CSOs, have called on the Nigerian government and military leadership to address the root causes of terrorism in the country. They cited issues such as rampant poverty and inequality, porous borders, corruption and inefficiencies in defense spending as key factors driving insecurity. Trump tells Putin to make Ukraine deal now or face tougher sanctions. U.S. President Donald Trump stepped up the pressure on Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin to make a peace deal with Ukraine Wednesday, threatening tougher economic measures if Moscow does not agree to end the war. Trump's warning in a Truth Social post came as the Republican seeks a quick solution to a grinding conflict that he had promised to end before even starting his second term. From Vanguard newspaper, Elon Musk trashes Trump's $500 billion AI plan. Elon Musk, the billionaire tech CEO turned government advisor for President Donald Trump, openly questioned a new artificial intelligence initiative hours after the president announced it. Musk claimed on Tuesday that the new AI initiative, called Stargate, did not have the funding necessary to fulfill its goal of investing $500 billion in building AI infrastructure in the United States over the next 4 years. And we'll take the last one from Alausa Alert. Agency for Mass Education trains junior staff on technology. A significant step has been taken towards enhancing the capacity of junior staff of the Lagos State Agency for Mass Education. The agency has organized a capacity building workshop for junior staff on leveraging technology and data-driven approaches for excellence in non-formal education. Well, that's it. You can pick up a copy of any of the daily school like to read more. Also, interact with us via our social media platforms on X, Traffic Radio 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Traffic Radio 961, and follow me across social media as Daily and Gadumo.
To points on the road, rails, and waterways. We bring you up to speed with the latest traffic news, views, and comments from transportation experts. Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Traffic news round the clock.
Beat the drop with Coke Studio. Buy Coke and you fit get chance to win trip to South Africa. Streaming vouchers, VIP festival tickets, plus plenty bracket games. Carry your glass bottle, make you scan the QR code waiting for Coke poster. Come put the code waiting under the white crown, or carry your plastic bottle, make you scan the QR code waiting for the label. Come put the code waiting under the white cap to win prizes instant. Fanta, Sprite and Schweppes serve no carry last for the bundle. FCCPC and NLRC don't approve. Terms and conditions danger.
When you have bars in the sky, onboard showers and award-winning in-flight entertainment, it's no surprise that Emirates was recently named the best airline in the world. They fly you to over 140 destinations, and with partners across the globe, they connect you to another 1,700 cities across 6 continents. So when we say we're also the largest international airline, what we really mean is, if you're going there, so are we. Book now on Emirates.com. Fly Emirates. Fly better.
Hello, babe.
Hello, how's your day shaping up?
Not great, honestly.
How? Why now?
Is it not these Lego drivers, Keke and Okada people?
What happened to them again?
You won't believe it. Yesterday on my way to fetch something at the mini-mart in my area, I suddenly heard a noise, as in a very noisy horn from behind. I was shocked, thinking I was on the main road. Seconds later, it turns out I was on the sidewalk, and these Keke and Okada riders were still actually raining insults on me and causing a commotion.
Now wow.
As if that wasn't enough chaos for the day. The bus I boarded nearly hit someone. He recklessly sped through a yellow traffic light, almost hit a Keke rider, made an unsafe U-turn, and they just overtook other vehicles. I tried talking to him, but he didn't care. Well, thank God I got to my destination safely, Sha.
What a bad day you must have had, my friend.
As in,
Well, thank heavens you're safe. Babe, I believe it's high time these drivers, especially Keke and Okada riders, understand that our sidewalk is intended for pedestrians. The yellow light serves as a cautionary signal, urging them to exercise care, reduce speed, and remain vigilant. Likewise, executing U-turns should be approached cautiously with a primary focus on safety.
I pray they hear.
Together, we can take charge of our safety by looking out for each other, whether we're driving ourselves or others. Let us ensure the sidewalk remains a secure path for those who use it by demonstrating responsible guidance. A message from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, moving Lagos forward.
Hello everyone, this is Tony Adebola. I'm an entrepreneur and a motorcycle enthusiast. Keep listening to Your Side Mirror on Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. It simply rocks.
go.
I beg you, they drive JJ on top of road. My name now Aramide. Remember, say safety day very important.
Are you a property owner, a developer, or building professional in Lagos State? Are you aware of the developmental strides of the Lagos State government in the built environment? Do you know the kinds of approvals you must obtain before starting building construction in Lagos State? Do you know where and how to get these approvals? For answers to these and many more, tune in to Build Right, a 45-minute program on the activities of the Lagos State Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development and its agencies. Build Right is aimed at making Lagos sustainable, resilient, and attractive to business through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning. Join us every Thursday, 9:15 to 10 a.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio, 96.1 FM as we take physical planning and urban development to the next level. Tune in and listen to government officials and other relevant professionals in the built environment as they bring new insights and latest trends in the physical planning and urban development space. Thursdays, 9:15 a.m. is the date. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM is the station. Build Right is brought to you by the Office of the Special Advisor, EGIS, and Urban Development in partnership with Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Build Right for a sustainable Lagos.
quality. Join us every Friday at 9:15 to 10 a.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM as we delve into the world of the Lagos State Parking Authority. Parking Matters highlights issues bordering on parking regulations, space management, and the significant role parking plays in reducing traffic congestion in the state. Fridays, 9:15 to 10 a.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Parking Matters. Park easy, move quickly.
Hello everyone, this is Tony Adebola. I'm an entrepreneur and a motorcycle enthusiast. Keep listening to Your Side Mirror on Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. It simply rocks.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. The 9 o'clock hour is thrust upon us right now. Let's get back to the roads and serve you some more helpings as you move from one location to the other. We did tell you Eco Bridge in Waterpombo. A little bit slow there. You've got some construction activities responsible for that. Those of you within that, and if you're having it pretty slow as a result of that as well. Let me see if we can take you through some other locations right now. If you're making that journey to the island, of course, the Third Land Bridge is good, still very accessible at this time, moving at a much faster pace. Okota is Solo End, we can tell you, 5-star, connecting Iyano Solo is looking pretty good to go. Daliko Solo Bridge is moving, it's a moving traffic being experienced there. Last Protect Roundabout, proceeding through Limca Junction, as well as Aye and Omonide College, Ishaga, Ilebado, all through Iriakari and Koberigwe. Moving traffic is being experienced in all those locations. Same for your return journey as well. Okeafa Bridge in West Paco is looking good, and Paco connecting Chemist as well as Agora Roundabout and Ibe Road. Beautiful at this time. Return journey, not bad at all. Ilasa Transformer up to Akpata Junction is looking pretty good as well. And same for your return journey too. Sele Jesha Link Bridge is a moving traffic being experienced there. Ballet connecting the service lane. That's the entire stretch towards Ijesha. Inwards Mile 2 is moving at a much faster pace as we speak right now. Return journey, Sele to Agro Palace Way, looking pretty good to go. Same for you moving. It's a moving traffic on the return journey. It's slow around Uwachuku Drive, and that's occasioned by commercial buses. Nothing unusual within that corridor, and we can tell you all through that axis there are no major breakdowns to report. Okay, then quickly, an incident report that I can bring to you right now. It's a coaster bus that ran into the ditch. Ran into the ditch due to brake failure. That is at Awori inwards Abulegba. That's on the Okiodo end. Alright, I understand a tow vehicle already contacted and is there ready for recovery. No major effects on traffic as we speak. Let's switch gears to celebrate you. It's birthday profile time on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. January 23rd is the date. So if you're born on this day, we're here ringing out the bell for you on our birthday profile for celebrities. And first off on the list, I have Mrs. Ganiat Oloruntoyin. Is celebrated. That's Mrs. Atekoja Ganiat Oloruntoyin, who is the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. Big shout out going out to you from the entire members of that ministry. We wish you the very best of this day. Oluwadamilola Emmanuel is a great friend of the house and my own personal friend too. Damilola Emmanuel is the General Manager of the Lagos State Waterways Authority. Happy birthday to you, sir. We wish you the very best of this day and we pray for God's continued guidance on your life. Damilola Emmanuel, big shout out going out to you. Dr. Nahim Dean Adesino Ekemode is celebrating. I understand you are the Olori B of Ekemode family of Lagos and the medical director and proprietor of Ekemode Memorial Hospital and Women's Infirmary at Lagos. Big shout out to you as you celebrate on this day. Dr. Rather, not doctor, but Mr. Lasisi Olayinka is a great friend of the house as well. Husband to Oyilola Olayinka of Lagos Traffic Radio's Admin and Human Resource Department. Big shout out going out to you as we celebrate on this day, Lasisi Olayinka. I understand it's also your wedding anniversary. It's a big one indeed. So congratulations to you and your wife as well. Senami Adeniji is wife to Kayode Adeniji of Laura Cools. Alright then, a big shout out going out to you. Ajibola Olamikposi Omoyele is celebrating. Dad and mom celebrating you on national radio this morning. Adebumi Phillips Ojo is CEO of Bloom Touch Concepts and D-Lala's drink. Okay then, there'll be lots of drinking today. Even though it might be a fruit drink, but big shout out going out to you. Prince Adeyemi Olusoji is celebrating today as well. We wish you well. Muri Atolagbe, happy birthday to you. Tunji Akomalafe, today's your day too. Mrs. Deshola Unikpede, clocking 52 on this wonderful day. Big shout out going out to you too. Koforala Abe Williams resides in United States of America. Big shout out going out to you. If you know the musician known as Ara, today's her birthday. Ara Lola Olamuiwa, that's her full name. Big shout out going out to you. Nigeria's first female talking drummer. Alright, and she's well reputed, and of course she's well known across the world. Honorable Kazim is celebrating. Honorable Kazim Salako, who is the husband to Adjela Salako, retired Director of Public Affairs from the Ministry of Housing. Big shout out going out to you, Honorable Salako. We wish you the very best of this wonderful day. Who else is celebrating? Oluwajomiloju. Oluwajomiloju testimony. Ogoluwa is celebrating. All right, we wish you the very best of this wonderful day. Oluwajomiloju, 13 years and counting. Mom, of course, this is your grandmother now. All right, Mama Jala is celebrating you on radio. Okay then, a big one going out to you. Sir Olaito is celebrating. Sir Olaito Olubumi Sunday is celebrating. Today is your day too, and we're celebrating that with you. Secretary / Public Relations Officer of Ifako Secondary School International, 1995 alumni set. Okay then, so we're celebrating you on this wonderful day. Let's switch gears to the traffic manager's family. Odusonya Abidemi Olaumi is celebrating. I understand your last mile audit. You have the last mile audit unit in Oshodi. Happy birthday to you. We wish you the very best as well. Sholola Idu is of the headquarters operations in Oshodi. Big shout out going out to you too. Lawrence and Kazim is of Zone 6 in Agege. Happy birthday to you, Lawrence. Adesoji Aderemi is of Zone 7 in Ejigbo. Happy birthday to you too. Akpatira Oluwakemi is of Zone 8 in Ikorodu. Happy birthday to you. We wish you well. Adekunle Adewale, Zone 10, Maryland. We wish you the very best of this day. Adeniro Olumide is of Zone 15 in Shomolu. And same for Ogunfowora. Ogunfowora is of Zone 24. Badagry, we wish you the very best. Lawal Bilkis is celebrating on this day. You have the Airport Road and Jao Estate zone of Lasma. Okay then, so to all of you celebrating, we say congratulations. We wish you the very best. I pray that God will continue to be with you in all fronts.
This is crazy.
I got the happiness. I want to get in the storm. Do you have any options? You join me at the come. Yeah, this is the time of our life. I hope you're feeling alive. Life is just one time. I hope you got some time. Free to join me to party from sundown to sunrise. Free to join me to party from sundown to sunrise. Yeah, till sunrise, till sundown, till next night. Don't follow my joke. Let's go today. I don't be there. Give away.
Do you have questions about parking regulations in Lagos State? Are you aware that it is illegal to park your vehicle on a walkway or road setback? Do you know that there is an agency set up by the Lagos State government to promote and regulate parking services in Lagos State? For insights and answers to all these and more, tune in to Parking Matters. Parking Matters is a 45-minute program that focuses on the best practices in parking and the central role it plays in urban mobility. Join us every Friday at 9:15 to 10 a.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM as we delve into the world of the Lagos State Parking Authority. Parking Matters highlights issues bordering on parking regulations, space management, and the significant role parking plays in reducing traffic congestion in the state. Fridays, 9:15 to 10 a.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Parking Matters. Park easy, move quickly.
My name is Oluwadamala Emmanuel, General Manager at Lagos State Waterways Authority, and I'm here to bring you a safety message about using the waterways. Make sure you always have your life jackets on the waterways because it's the singular most important asset you should have. And of course, in case of any emergency, please call the emergency number 767 or 112 and we'll be quick to respond to whatever that emergency might be. This message has been brought to you by Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, moving Lagos forward.
Are you a property owner, a developer, or building professional in Lagos State? Are you aware of the developmental strides of the Lagos State government in the built environment? Do you know the kinds of approvals you must obtain before starting building construction in Lagos State? Do you know where and how to get these approvals? For answers to these and many more, tune in to Build Right, a 45-minute program on the activities of the Lagos State Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development and its agencies. Build Right is aimed at making Lagos sustainable, resilient, and attractive to business through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning. Join us every Thursday, 9:15 to 10 a.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM as we take physical planning and urban development to the next level. Tune in and listen to government officials and other relevant professionals in the built environment as they bring new insights and latest trends in the physical planning and urban development space. Thursdays, 9:15 a.m. is the date. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM is the station. Build Right is brought to you by the Office of the Special Advisor, EGIS, and Urban Development in partnership with Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Build Right for a sustainable Lagos.
96.1 FM. You're welcome to Build Right every Thursdays from 9:15 through 10 o'clock. We're here and we're back all the time just to serve you some latest in terms of educating you and creating some levels of advocacy on the build or perhaps in the built environment. This is courtesy of the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. And like we do say, build right. If you build right, definitely will live right, and Lagos will be the better for it. You're welcome. My name is Victor Oteri. Alright, this morning we're taking you to the eastern part of Lagos as we focus on the role of district managers in shaping the built environment. Precisely, we're transporting your imagination to Bayeku and Ejede this beautiful Thursday morning. So, what roles do district officers play in helping you to acquire your planning permits and building approvals? What are the challenges confronting you within those particular localities, and how can we help you out if you have one or two challenges? These are many more we seek to answer if you can keep us company from now through 10 o'clock. But first off, let's have a word from our partners, and when we return, we'll serve you some updates before I bring in my guests.
Dear Lagosians, the vision of making Lagos a sustainable and resilient state through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning begins with building right. We all have a role to play in achieving this vision in line with the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning and Development Law of 2019 as amended. Do you know that before buying a land or building on it, you must check for the permissible use from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development? Do you know that you must obtain a planning permit and authorization to commence the construction of your building? Do you also know that you require state certification and certificate of completion for building construction in Lagos State? Estate developers must obtain layout approval before developing their estates and obtain full planning permit after the expiration of a provisional planning permit. Dear Lagosians, do not carry out unapproved renovation, remodeling or demolition. Do not break the seal on an enforced property. Do not obtain fake planning permits, and do not abandon uncompleted buildings. Do not break the law. Build right in accordance with the state operative development plans. Let's work together to make Lagos a sustainable smart city of choice. For more information, download the Lagos State MPP ED app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Yebega Ipileku Ajumosheni, announcer, Lagos State Government.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Build Right is the program we set for the conversation this beautiful Thursday morning. But before then, quickly, let's get back to the roads to let you know what's going on. If you're making that journey to the island, of course, the Third Milan Bridge still very accessible. Eco Bridge a little bit slow, especially from that point where you have NEPA in Akpogbo. Nothing unusual. It's just high influx and, of course, rehabilitation work which is ongoing on that particular corridor. So that's what's slowing things down within that end, but beyond that point, no major worries. Let me see if we can take you through some other locations before I bring in my guest. Incident report from the Apapa corridor. I understand Sunrise inwards journey mile 2 by the service lane. There's a loaded truck laden with 40-feet container that fell on its side. Traffic managers on ground diverting traffic on the service lane to the main carriageway, and they're trying to see what can be done. All right, they're trying to see if they can get that truck off. But a tow truck has been contacted. Efforts ongoing for the evacuation of that truck's body. All right, so take note of that. This is within the Apapa corridor. Sunrise inwards mile 2. Sunrise inwards mile 2. There's a fallen articulated vehicle within that particular corridor. So take note of that as you drive through that end. Another one that we're tracking is the one at Okiodo, a coastal bus that ran into the ditch due to brake failure at Awori inwards Abulegba. Tow truck already on ground. What's the latest with that, by the way? Traffic managers, keep me posted. Let me know what's happening if you've been able to evacuate that as well. All right, traffic report from the Ibeju-Lekki corridor. Traffic from Dangote refinery, a little bit on the high side due to high influx and of course some articulated vehicles that are coming in from the refinery, although it's not really affecting traffic at the moment, and no impediment cited. So most of what you find within that corridor is still looking good. That's within the Ibeju-Lekki end. Masha, Guda and Sulere, we can tell you Eric Moore inwards Abebe village down to Igomu bridge is very, very good. Likewise for Jimo, Odutola, all looking pretty good, moving at a much faster pace. We have it good and fast moving as well from Eric Moore Junction connecting Bonnet Thomas Junction, in and out of Babs Anima Shao, as well as Census down to Doing, and the return journey is looking pretty good as we speak right now. Movement from Onile Gogoro to Marshall Bridge down to Kilo is moving at a fast pace as well. From there, connecting Nobi, that's Nobi Street to Nuru, that's Nuru. Oniwo connecting NEPA is appreciably good too. We can tell you Otuoba linking up with Lawanson, and Lawanson is very, very good. Watch out for alternation at the traffic light there. Ogulano Junction, traffic is a little bit light, but of course the traffic signal light might slow you down too. Good movement from there towards Randu Junction, and then return to Otuoba is also looking good as well. All right, then, so on the program this morning, I did tell you we're transporting your imagination to the inner part of the corridor to precisely be, the location is Igbogo Bayeku and Ijede. But let me just give you some little facts and figures about the locality we're visiting this morning. Igbogo Bayeku is located in Ikorodu division of Lagos State. In terms of the population, as at 2006 census, the population was approximately 156,661. But I can tell you, it has grown exponentially ever since. This is 19 years after, so I'm sure that we'll be talking about almost 1 million people residing in that area. Now, if you're talking about the size, the Igbogo Bayeku LCDA covers an area of approximately 44.1 square kilometers, and in terms of economic activities, the area is renowned for its agricultural produce, including products like cassava, yams, and even fruit as well. Now, there are several public and private schools in the area, including the Lagos State Polytechnic, Ikorodu campus. You know that very, very well. For those of you who are within that particular end and who live within those areas, you know Igbogo Bayeku, and there's even the General Hospital there too. Now, if I take you to Ijede, it's also located in the Ikorodu division of Lagos State. We can tell you population-wise, as a 2006 census, the population was approximately 167,721. Now, in terms of land area, it covers an area of approximately 10.3 square kilometers. So it's not that big at all. 10.3 square kilometers, and you know what that means. But my guests, they'll be shedding more light on all of this as I bring them to the microphone this morning, because we are reflecting on the crucial roles, and you know, we've been doing this for quite a while now. We're trying to situate the crucial roles of district officers in shaping the built environment in Lagos. Joining me right now, Town Planner Salami Olaleko Hakim is the Chief Town Planning Officer with the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority, and he is currently the District Officer of Igbogo Bayeku LCDA. Nice to have you in the building, Town Planner Salami. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
And how are you doing?
Victor, I'm fine.
How was your journey here?
It was cool.
It was good.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a long time I've been to the inner part of Ikorodu, by the way. So, in terms of your journey, how many hours or how long does it take from Igbogo Bayeku to this place?
Let me say approximately 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
Yeah.
So it's not that far, so to say, except for build-ups on the road.
Yeah.
All right, and you're welcome. Okay then, so joining him as well, I have Builder Olawale Aziz Olaniro. He's Deputy Director of Building Services with the LAPCA, and he's the District Head of Ijede Igbogo Bayeku LCD. Nice to have you in the building. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
How's the journey here too?
It was great.
Okay, so are you coming from Igbogo Bayeku or you're coming from Ijede?
Well, I'm from... I come right away from...
Okay, you live in Abulegba,
yes.
but you work in Igbogbo-Baiku.
Exactly, sir.
Adijede.
Exactly.
Oh boy, that's a long one. Oh. Having to go there every day.
It's interesting.
That's a long one. Well done. All right. So it's nice having both of you in the studios. Both of you are district officers. We'll come to your roles very, very shortly. But Tamplan and Salami, I know the amnesty program is done and dusted, at least for now, but its impact and memory still linger on. So talk to me and my listeners this morning. How did the program go in Igbogbo-Baiku at the time it was on?
Yeah, the program went well because we received a lot of people coming in for their approval as regarding to those that haven't got their planning permit.
Okay.
And that was great.
During that time?
Yeah.
During those 8 months, we had so many people coming up to Igbogbo-Baiku to correct their papers.
Yes.
All right, Builder Olawale Oladino, what about you?
Yeah.
Igbogbo-Baiku, how was it?
The turnout was impressive. A lot of people do come out to do one or two things with us.
Right.
Possibly for staging and for commencement of their processing of the documents.
Right. So that amnesty was very, very good. Is that what you're saying now?
Exactly, sir.
All right. Let me get back to Tamplan and Salami. In the wisdom of Mr. Governor's eyes, he must have done that for a reason. Why was the amnesty program introduced from your point of view? Why do you think it was introduced?
Yeah, from my own point of view, the amnesty was introduced for people to get relief and for people that built without approved building plan, which we call by law planning permit, to regularize.
Okay.
And if you look at it in terms of the social benefit of it, people were able to do their planning permit, and at the same time is a sort of a revenue generation to government as well.
Right. So at that time, government said we need to do this so that things go. But I mean, in your office on a daily basis during that period, like how many people were turning up?
At least on daily basis, we received like 20-30 people coming up for
their planning permits.
For their planning permits.
These are for completed buildings.
Yes, completed building.
Wow. People were coming during that period, and were you able to process all of them?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Wow. What about for builder? Olawale, yes. In your own neighborhood, I mean, in your own office, how many people are turning up every day?
A lot of people do come to my office.
Okay. Like how many? 10, 15, 20? Can you put a figure to it?
Up to 20.
Up to 20. So you can say that things went pretty well during that period.
Exactly.
All right. Tamplan and Salami, when you look at all that went down last year due to the amnesty, do you think the amnesty program met its objectives?
Of course.
It did?
It did.
Right. And when you look at the huge pile of requests for more of the amnesty program, do you think that the amnesty program on completed buildings should be extended? Do you think it should be extended?
No, it shouldn't be extended because I believe in my own point of view that that will encourage illegality because some of these builders or developers we tend to build without planning permit.
Okay.
And so then that will encourage what's it called?
Illegality. So from your perspective, government should not extend it.
Yeah.
But we have people that are clamoring for it. You think government should not yield, right?
No.
It shouldn't yield.
Yes.
Is that your own thinking process as well?
Exactly.
Why is that?
Because people construct haphazardly.
Okay, you need to fix that microphone very well. So okay. Is that people construct
haphazardly? You don't mind the consequence.
Right.
And if you don't build right, anything can happen. We don't pray for bad things in legal states.
Right.
So it is good that they obtain authorization before commencement of work on site, and as well they must obtain their building permit.
All right. So this amnesty, what was the benefit really? What were people benefiting from it? What was thing that people, were going to get as a reward for showing up, even though their buildings were completed without planning permits? Tamplan and Salami?
Okay, the question again. So
what was the benefit of it really? What were people that were to get their planning permits, what were they going to get in return? What was the benefit?
Yeah, the benefit was at least they were able to get their planning permit. That's number one.
Right.
Then number two, at least it will be a kind of pass down to the incoming generation that you have a legal document.
Right. I hear the penal fees were raised, right?
Yes.
Talk to me. What are the penal fees? Can you just educate our listeners?
The penal fee that were raised were waived.
Waived, rather. Yeah.
Yes, waived.
Yes. So what are those penal fees?
The penal fee is the total processing fee.
Okay.
Times 4 of the total processing fee. Let's assume that the processing fee is 1 million naira, for instance.
All right.
And the penalty fee will be 4 million naira. It means you are paying 1 million at the same time you are paying that 4 million naira. So
wow. But that 4 million was now waived.
Yeah.
That's what government waived.
Yes.
Wow. That's huge indeed. And I'm sure that lots of people would have benefited from that. Let's switch gears now and switch to your direct responsibility in your locality. Let's talk a bit about your duties at Ibugu Bayeko, and I'm still going to stay with you. Town Planner Salami, what are your direct responsibilities?
My direct responsibility is to ensure seamless process of planning permit and to ensure conformity on the planning permit granted.
Okay. Seamless process.
Planning permit.
Okay. Now, you issue permits, right, within that locality?
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Builder Olaniro? What's your direct responsibility? Within the Ijede and Ibugu Bayeko?
Yes. The people were able to.
We're talking about your direct responsibility and what you do there in that locality.
Monitoring of
the buildings
on daily basis.
Okay.
To ensure that it's in line with the core mandate of the agency, which is to maintain sanity in the built environment. And to be able to do that, they need to obtain authorization so that the project will be staged.
Alright, stage by stage.
It will stage accordingly.
Okay.
And the sign-off will be given to ensure that they built right and is being certified by the right professional.
Great. Let's talk about the communities that you have under Ibugu Bayeko, Town Planner Salami. What are those communities?
Yeah, we have Ibe Lara, we have Ibugu Bayeko, Oluodo, what's the name of this community?
Okay, Ibugu itself?
Ibugu itself, yeah.
Okay. So you have, are they very big communities?
No, small communities.
Like I just said here, it sits on 44.1 square kilometers.
Yeah.
And for you, Builder Olawale, I know apart from Ibugu Bayeko, you're also superintending Ijede as well. So talk to me, what are the communities you have under your area of supervision?
Okay, from Ijede, we have Abuleiku, we have Ukeletu, we have Bagidan, we have Wopa, and we have
okay, Wopa, right? Okay, we're trying to get more of the localities there.
Okay.
But how big is Ijede?
Ijede.
It's a small community, right?
It's a small community.
Not that big, right?
Not that big.
Okay. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This is Build Right, and I have Town Planner Salami here with me in the building. He's the district officer from Ibugu Bayeko, and Builder Olawale Olaniro, who is of LAPCA, representing LAPCA there, and he's the district officer of Ijede Ibugu Bayeko. Situation report from the Kodu end says vehicular movement from Trailer Park proceeding towards Odogunyo is looking pretty good, while Odogunyo proper is slightly busy due to pedestrian crossings and commercial activities there. Moving down to NNPC and Flower as well as Second Gate is free. Slight delays connecting First Gate due to pedestrians and tricycles. Movement from there heading towards Okegbegu and Sawmill, as well as Lasma Yard, I Foundation and Sabu Proper. All these areas looking pretty good. Navigating Power Line and Aleje is appreciably good as well, while journey towards Ikorodu Interchange and Premier Road as well as Unity is moving at a much faster pace. I'm sure this location I'm mentioning, you're very familiar with them. Is that correct? Yeah. So let's talk about what, those communities that we have under your area of supervision. Would you describe Ibobo as a developed area or developing?
Ibobo is a developing area.
It's developing. So you have lots of new structures. You still have lands in those areas that are coming up.
Yes.
You mean it?
Yes.
Okay. And for you, Builder Olawale, how would you describe Ijede?
Ijede is a developing community.
Developing community. So you have new structures that are springing up.
Exactly, sir.
Let's talk about the kind of approvals that you guys, give and you issue from time to time. Tamplan Salami, what kind of planning permit approvals do you issue?
Yeah, we issue planning permit approval on residential development, commercial development, mixed-use development, and renovation permit.
Okay. Well, let's talk about this renovation permit. At what point do I need a renovation permit?
Probably the building itself is going through a decade situation.
Okay, is going through some deplorable situations,
situation,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So from there you need to apply for planning permit. You write a letter applying for renovation permit, and attached with the already granted approval stating those areas that you want to renovate.
Let me bring this to you, because what we're finding now from developers, a lot of them do so many things. You have a house,
okay,
let's say two bedrooms and a living room, so to say, but because they now want to turn the place into a rented facility, okay, so you now want to convert 2 rooms into 3 rooms. In that kind of situation, are they supposed to come to you?
Yes, they're supposed to come to us. That's not a renovation, it's a redevelopment.
Or a remodeling.
Remodeling.
Okay.
Exactly.
So they're supposed to come to you.
Yes.
Right. But what we find out is most people do not come to you, they just start developing. Is that an offense?
It's an offense because it's illegal.
And if they are caught, what's the penalty?
They'll be penalized.
Okay. Penalty means that are they going to stop that construction? Or
the construction must be stopped immediately.
Right.
Then from there they come to the office. We tell them the necessary things to do with the relevant documents to be submitted.
Okay. So, but I'm curious, is it right for that to be done? I mean, if you have a structure that has already been built, 2 floors, 2 rooms in a building, is it right for a 3rd room to be to be developed out of it as well?
It depends on the size of the land.
Okay.
If the size of the land can actually contain what they want to do, but if it is not, they will stop from doing that.
And that's your own purview, because you guys are the ones that do monitoring.
Oh yes, you are right.
Talk to me.
And it also depends on the type of foundation that we had for that building initially. If it is not designed for shows, then it's no need for it. The person will have to buy another land to develop.
Right.
Because it may bring danger at the end of the day. Inimical to the user and then the public.
Right. So it's not proper.
Not proper.
Right. And do you have this kind of conversation with developers? Because these are things that are cropping up every day. Do you have a kind of engagement with them?
Yes, we do, but we advise them appropriately.
Okay. From time to time.
From time to time.
All right, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Build Right is the program, and this morning we are still situating the role of district officers and the crucial roles they play in shaping the built environment. And I can tell you, I have Builder Olawale Adeniro in the building, and also I have Town Planner Salami Olaleko Hakim. Both of them, they are from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. We're going to take a short break right now. When we return, it will be time to hear from you. You can join the conversation on 091 53 87 7127 091 53 877127. If you live within the inner part of Ikorodu this morning, and we're talking building and building right, if you want to get it right in the built environment, you can feel free to bringing your contributions, your concerns, and let my guests respond to you. A brief break, we will be back.
Dear Lagosians, the vision of making Lagos a sustainable and resilient state through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning begins with building right. We all have a role to play in achieving this vision in line with the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning and Development Law of 2019 as amended. Do you know that before buying a land or building on it, you must check for the permissible use from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development? Do you know that you must obtain a planning permit and authorization to commence the construction of your building? Do you also know that you require state certification and certificate of completion for building construction in Lagos State? Estate developers must obtain layout approval before developing their estates and obtain full planning permit after the expiration of a provisional planning permit. Dear Lagosians, do not carry out unapproved renovation, remodeling or demolition. Do not break the seal on an enforced property. Do not obtain fake planning permits and do not abandon uncompleted buildings. Do not break the law. Build right in accordance with the state operative development plans. Let's work together to make Lagos a sustainable smart city of choice. For more information, download the Lagos State MPP ED app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Yebega Ikbilegu Ajumoshini, announcer, Lagos State Government.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Build Right is the program, and I see with me in the building, Town Planner Salami Olaleko Hakim. Of course, he is of LASPA, and I have Builder Olawale Olanero, who is of LAPCA, and both of them from Ibebo Bayeku and Ijede LCDs. All right, then. So if you want to have a word with them, feel free to connect with us. 0915387 7127 09153877127. We've given you the report covering the Ikorodu and Apapa corridor. We did tell you sunrise in Mile 2 by the service lane. There's a loaded truck laden with 40-feet container broken down there. It's receiving attention as we speak. If you're making the journey to the island, I can tell you the Thurbulon Bridge is still very accessible. Eco Bridge is busy as a result of rehabilitation work. That's Eco Bridge towards NEPA connecting Akpogbo, slow and steady. That's what you have there. Kata Bridge is still looking good and accessible from now, and of course the Sulere end is very accessible as well. All right then, so 08099120777 09153877127. Those are the numbers that you can connect with us. All right, I have some messages that are coming here for you. This one says, good morning, sir. Is it right to convert my house to an office just as most residential buildings have been converted and rented out as offices here in Ikeja? Shola is sending that one in from Anifuwishe. All right, so what's your take on that? Is it right? Let me come to you.
It's not right, because the building is residential, and that place is a residential place. If you want to convert it to office, there are certain steps you need to follow.
Okay.
One, you need to seek for permission if it is allowed. And if it's not allowed, then it go to another place.
All right, so it's not right at all. This one says, good morning, Traffic Radio. I have observed that there are lots of houses, shops, etc. in Ikorodu built under power lines. How did they get approval? And what can be done about this? Soji is sending this one in. Soji, thank you so much. Town Planner Salami, this will go to you. How did they get planning permits? Or they don't have?
Building under high tension is a zero tolerance. So most people building under high tension are doing that illegally.
Okay.
And action is going to be taken on that.
Yeah, but I mean, he's also asking, how do you get the planning permit? Or are you saying they don't have planning permit?
No, they don't have planning permit. I just said that now.
Most of them don't have?
There are illegal occupants there.
Okay. They built illegally there.
Yeah.
All right. This one says, good morning, Traffic Radio. Can we report illegal building activities anonymously? If yes, how? Okay. Yes, you can. But let me allow my guests to respond to that. Can people report anonymously?
Oh yes, They can, and they have been doing it. You just need to go to our website, then you report, you need to look at it, and then we receive it, and we attend to it.
People that report to you, do you take it up?
Exactly, 100%.
You do?
100%.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that question. 0809-912-0777. That's the numbers. 091-5387-7127. Those are the numbers that you can connect with us. Town Planner Salami, how many days does it take for someone to get a planning permit?
Right now we are running a 10-day deal, and within 10 days you get your planning permit, depending on if you bring in the relevant document for the process.
Okay, so you're very, very certain?
Sure.
That within 10 working days
you get your planning permit.
Right. So what is it that could stop one from getting the planning permit in 10 days? Is there anything that could happen that will not necessitate me getting that planning permit in 10 days?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Absolutely?
Nothing.
Okay. You heard that from him. 10 working days, and you've mentioned the kind of planning permit that you guys issue, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about the building process itself. When I get the planning permit, Builder Olawale, and I feel I've done the most righteous thing, the next thing is for me to go and build, and I start building. Is that right?
No.
So what should be the steps?
When you have the building permit, you need to write to Lagos Building Control Agency for authorization. You cannot commence work on site without authorization. So when you have that authorization, the district head and his team will conduct site inspection to be sure if that land is vacant. And if it's vacant, then the authorization letter will be issued to you. And when you want to commence construction work on the site, you write again your intention to commence construction work, which will give 7 days notice to the agency. On expiration of that, we will conduct the inspection stage by stage from setting out till completion. And at every stage, we will issue sign-off, whereby the consultant or professionals will need to sign the compliance form given to him, which is going to be countersigned by the local official.
Alright, so that's a step-by-step.
Exactly.
Okay, that's the process that it takes. Alright, so you heard it from him. It's not proper. If you get your planning permit, please do not go ahead to build. Definitely, there must be a process which Builder Olawale has just introduced now. This one says, good morning. Most modern houses in Lagos don't have adequate parking space for tenants, and they start parking their cars on the roads. How can this menace be addressed? Sheikh Ibrahim. Sheikh Ibrahim is a regular on this program. Sheikh, that's a very, very good point that you have noted, and I think we need to get this back to my friends in the building. So what are you guys doing about that? Let's start first with Town Planner Salami.
Yeah, if you are, for instance, if you're submitting a plan for processing of planning permit, we usually have a stipulated standard of airspaces and setback. But in most cases, when people are granted approval, some of them usually build contrary to approval granted. But what we do is, when we go out on our daily monitoring unit routine, we serve them and we ensure that they comply with the approval planning permit granted.
All right. Okay then. There's a question in here for Builder Olawale. It says, isn't there a monitoring team going around to inspect such developments? How would your guests conveniently say they have built illegally? So what is their duty regarding surveillance and enforcement? Jibril is sending this one in from Ijesha. Jibril, thank you so much. I think he was responding to what you said earlier on about those illegal structures around the Igbobo Bayeko and Ikorodu that are built under the high tension wire. So he's saying, how would you say they are building illegally when you're supposed to have an enforcement team? Builder Olawale, I needed to respond to that.
Yeah, thank you. We go out on monitoring exercise on daily basis to ensure that the developer construct in line with the agency mandate.
Okay.
That is to maintain sanity in the environment and to construct your building in a safe and healthy manner. So if you construct a building under the power line or power line setback and the road setback or canal setback, definitely the building is illegal and it will be marked and served.
Have you done that in Ijede recently?
Exactly.
You've marked some
the first person that has question on the building that are under power line is at Ijede. Those buildings have been marked and served by my team.
Okay. So when are you guys going to demolish?
We are waiting enforcement.
Okay. All right. This one says, "Good morning, sirs, in the studios. Please, I want to find out if someone rebuilds a demolished structure, if they meet the requirements later. Thanks." Nike from Ikorodu. I don't even know what you mean. It says, let me get it. So please, I want to find out if someone. Okay, maybe it was if someone can rebuild a demolished structure if they meet the requirements later. I don't understand that. Okay, I need to say that one in again. This one says, "Good morning, Victor and the gentlemen in the studios. Can one get a building approval in Igbogu online, or it has to be at the physical office? If we can't do it online, please. So if you can do it online, please share the address." All right, thank you so much. You didn't put your name, by the way. All right, so gradually we're winding to the end of the program, but for those who would like to know your addresses and where your office is, Tamplana Salami, where's your office in Igbogu Bayeko?
My office is at 42 Beach Road, opposite General Hospital, Ikorodu.
Okay, number 42 Beach Road. And for Builder Olawale, where's your office?
My office is located in Last Man Yard at Sabu, beside Jubilee Housing Estate.
Right. Let's round this up all up well this morning. What's your message to our listeners? Tamplana Salami, as we round up the program, what's your message?
Yeah, my message to the listener this morning is that this negotiation should build right to avert building collapse so that we can have aesthetic environments for living, for recreation and what have you, and also engage professionals when they are building.
All right, then Alpha Builder Olawale, what's your parting thought on the program?
Yes, it is to engage professionals in the construction process, and at the same time, when the project is completed, they need to obtain certificate of completion and fitness for habitation to ensure that the building is structurally stable and fit for habitation.
All right. Nice having you in the building. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
All right. It was a good excursion going through Igbogu Bayeko and Ijede this morning, and we've done that from the viewpoint of two great minds. One of them, Tamplana Salami Olaleko Hakim, who's Chief Town Planning Officer with LASPA, that's the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority, and the District Officer of Igbogu Bayeko LCDA. Same for Builder Olawale Olaniro, who is a Deputy Director of Building Services with LAPCA, and of course is the District Head of Ijede Igbogu Bayeko District Office. We have to go now, but before I do that, some of you are asking if you can report anonymously. Yes, the Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development did say that if you have any infractions on the environment, you can always report anonymously, and you can do that on these numbers: 070 3065 3241. That's 070 3065 3241 or 080 3469 8264. That's 080 3469 8264. If you have any issues that relate to the environment, please report on those lines and somebody will be there to respond to you. We have to go. Mike James has produced the program as usual. Maximum thanks to Akin Soya Adetola, who is Chief Public Affairs Officer for the Ministry. Same for Sanusi Mukaila, who is Director of Public Affairs for the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. Benita Olame is in the building. Maximum shout out going out to Deborah Bolodioko and Okoyemi Shodunke. Our executive producer is Tayo Akonle. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a great day.